So yeah, we are live now. Hello everybody. It's Maros Ferrer here, triathlon freak from Internet Marketing Freaks live.com. We are having another hangout, and we just keep talking about blogging. And sorry for the delay. It's just 15, 16 minutes. I live in Germany, in Hamburg, and I didn't know there is a time shift. So just my partners here, Teresa and John Curtis, they reminded me we should start the hangout right now because it's gonna be late. So sorry for that, anybody who's watching us. And John Philip is not with us today. Teresa with me and John Curtis, and we are going to talk about niche blogging. And last time we talked a lot about niche blogging. I don't know if you watched our hangout, but today we just keep talking about how incredible opportunity it is nowadays to start blogging, because it's so easy, especially if you have a passion, if you have a niche, and it's so easy to get people, get noticed in an internet world as well. But actually get people to read your blog, because once you know what you write about, and once you know what your niche is, it's so much easier for you actually to get people to read your blog. And there are a couple of things you need to know before you start blogging, of course. Before I keep talking about this, John or Teresa, you wanna jump in quick and say anything before we start talking about this subject, about this topic?
I'd like to touch base on just a couple things real quick. What we're talking about here is just finding your value, finding your niche, because you have a lot of different values and a lot of different skill sets that you've accumulated over the years. And there's a lot of different areas that are going to benefit you once you find out what your true value is, what your niche is. And so it doesn't necessarily pertain to a specific career choice or a specific action. You still will gain a lot of value just knowing what your personal value is and what your personal niche is. So that's really all I wanted to say before you guys get a chance to listen to all the valuable information that we're going to share with you right
now. Yeah, I mean, before we talk more about how to blog maybe, and how to find out what you like to blog about, is to know that it can be very profitable business. We certainly blog because we have our passion, and we do like what we blog about, but we also like to make money with blogging. So today, we want to talk about making money, because once you start attract people to come to your blog, read your blog, read your content, they will feel connected to you, just because you will write about whatever these people have problem with. And before I started to write and to keep blogging, I didn't actually know what to write about. I had really had problems to find what my niche is, what my passion is, and it took me quite a time to find out what I'm into. But once I decided this is my topic, this is what I like, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to write about. It was about endurance sports, about triathlon, and so on and so on. I immediately got ideas, what I want to share with the world, just because I've been doing endurance sport for quite some time. And I knew my struggles, I knew my challenges, and I knew actually my audience. So this is the great advantage of niche blogging. And John Curtis will probably talk about this more, and also Teresa, that once you know what you write about, it's so much easier to come up with content, and to come up with great content. Now the question is, what is your great content? Because sometimes you can come up with ideas that might not be that, let's say, beneficial, or not that attractive for your audience, for your readers. The great way to come up with your content is, of course, give value. So find out what is the problem of the people who are in the same niche, who are doing the same stuff as you do. You can either subscribe to any magazines, in your niche. You can subscribe to people who are in your niche, to experts, and read their content and find out, what is popular, what people comment most on. Or you can just look at yourself and see, what kind of challenges you have. That's what I'm doing actually at the moment. Every day when I when I sit down and I'm going to write my blog post, I think about, what kind of challenge, I have to overcome today in my niche, with my training, and immediately I have these ideas, coming up, because I have my goals, I have my dreams, and sometimes I have difficulties to reach them, and how to overcome these difficulties, how to overcome these problems is actually a topic for a great blog post, because I'm helping myself because I researched the topic, but I'm also helping people who are interested in reading my content if they have the same problem as I have. So this is kind of strategy you can use when you don't know what to write about. All right, back to you guys. Maybe Teresa, anything to add?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Sure.
Okay. So a lot of people, I think, they struggle with the fact that I'm not an internet marketing expert and I don't know how to teach the technical stuff. And so then they wonder what it is that they are supposed to be blogging about, and they have no idea how to connect the two. They said, well, I don't know how to teach internet marketing. I don't care if you don't know how to teach internet marketing. The biggest struggle that most people have is they say, well, I don't know this and I don't know that. That's the very first place where you need to stop. Okay? If you continue to tell yourself you don't know how, then you will not know how. Period. That's it. The other thing is let's say you like a certain TV show and it's a great TV show series. How could you bridge that together? What if you're really passionate about that and you've never missed an episode of whatever it is, Witches of Eastwick or whatever. Some of the stuff that's really big in the United States. And Maro's in Germany, I don't know what they watch over there, but we watch some pretty freaky, weird stuff here. So, people are passionate about it, and they can't let go of that TV series. And what if you could get people interacting with that? Well, that's cool and dandy. You're writing about that, but then how do you bridge the gap? So at the end of your post, you're writing about, the TV show you're passionate about. You're guessing what's going to happen next and what's happening next week, or maybe you have a news story on the person that's the star of the show. Cool. Link it to somewhere. Always provide a link to your source of information so that they don't just think that you're, taking out your hip waders and making a bunch of crap up. So what you want to do at the end of your post, this is called bridge marketing. You can bridge that thing that you're passionate about, whether it be, the TV show, crochet patterns, recipes. People blog about all kinds of things, laws of attraction. Maros, you probably blog about, triathlon and running. I've seen him do blog posts on that, So you have a niche to go after because you have an area of expertise. Everybody has something they know about. I know a gentleman who blogs about fishing tips. Make money fishing. How can you make money fishing? Because you're teaching people on your blog how to do these fishing tips, and you then become the authoritative expert, and you're writing about that and bridge that over into saying, hey, if you would like to be sharing your fishing expertise or your crocheting expertise or your, interests and passions, maybe you know how to fix cars, or you know how to, knit a booty in an hour, or whatever it is, you have an answer to the problem. Maybe I'm out searching on the internet, I have to knit this booty in an hour, oh my gosh, and I find your blog post, cool, this girl's making money doing this. And if you would be interested, at the bottom, you say, well, I love to blog about my passions, and if you're interested in this too. Now, how do you make the money at it? And income disclosure, results are not typical and guaranteed. All of us on this Hangout, we strive to, be weird and out of the ordinary and all that, but we work our butts off. See the income disclosure. You can see that on this page at the bottom. You can click that link, take a look at it for yourself. But you can bridge those together. People can sign up for your list. They can get from your blog, they can get your fishing tips, and there's a banner on the side that says, hey, if you would like to share what you're passionate about, because when you sell a blog, they actually offer you a very profitable commission for selling that blog to someone else, along with the training products. So not only could you teach fishing or crocheting or anything like that, but you could also learn from the products, which are training products that are available within the company, how to market absolutely any business online. There's people who start advertising agencies. I myself have been able to, do graphic design services and web design, because I tell you what, you can build the prettiest website in the world. Here's a really good example of internet marketing. There's web designers out there, they can build, the prettiest billboard, but then when they're done, it's like putting that billboard out in the middle of a cow pie field. Making that pretty little website don't work unless you know how to SEO it and how to market it. And where do you learn that? Right here from the products, by clicking the button down below. That is all of it in a nutshell. If you're complicating it more than that, there's something wrong. So.
Good stuff, good stuff. I wanted to touch base on a couple of those things. We're talking about finding your niche, okay? Before we can get anywhere, you need to know what you're good at. Before you can get anywhere in any direction that you are choosing to go in, you need to find out what your value is, what your niche is, what you are interested in learning and doing, so that you can build on that. But a lot of people, they don't necessarily concentrate on that. They learn all kinds of skills, they go to school, they don't know what they want to do, they have a bunch of different jobs throughout their life, and they get confused when they find an opportunity or a platform that we're discussing, okay? Because once you discover what your niche is, once you discover what your value is, then you can start to share it, right? Because I'm sure that if you're good at something, you don't necessarily maybe open a business or open a store and sell something that you're not good at, or provide service on something that you're not good at. You provide service on things that you're good at. And so if you provide services that you're not good at, then people are not going to find any value in that, because you're not going to know what you're talking about. So that's the importance of actually finding what your niche is. So how do you find out what your niche is, right? How do you find out what your true value is before you can even begin to do anything or take advantage of any opportunity? You have to think about things. You have to look at things, right? So what did Mauro say? He said that people have issues and they look for problems to be solved. Right? So when Maros writes a blog post, he thinks about what are the things that I need to be working on, or what are the things that I need to be telling people about that I've discovered I've learned tremendous value from in his niche, which is a triathlon. And a triathlon, as we all know, has a lot of different value in a lot of different areas of that niche, because there's so many things that you have to do. Besides a diet, you have to be physically fit, mentally fit. There's so many things that are involved in the niche. You can't just pick something out of thin air. You have to develop that. When you develop it, you can share that value. Now, a lot of people think that they're sharing a lot of value, right? But where are they sharing that value? Because if you talk to 100 people who aren't interested in what you're saying, does it matter that you talk to 100 people? I actually talked to a solicitor today. He called me on the phone. He tried to sell me something. I don't even know what it was. But I asked him, I turned the tables on him, and I said, well, how many people do you talk to a day? He said about 300 people. He makes 300 calls a day. I said, how many sales do you get in that day? He said, about 3. I said, how much money do you make on those sales? He said, about $100. So he calls 300 people a day, sharing his value to 97 of them that don't want it. You understand? Now, he's going to continue to do that. Maybe one day he'll get 96 of them that don't want to share, and he'll have 4 sales. The point is that if you have value to share, why are you wasting your time sharing it with people that don't want to see it or don't want to be a part of it, right? Because we all have value, and we all want people to see that value, right? So you need to belong to like-minded people that have the correct information to get you where you want to go, right? Which is with the right people. They put yourself in front of the right audience, in front of the right people that want to hear about what your value is, whether it's, like Teresa said, crocheting or fishing. I got a buddy that does some fishing. It's tremendous value that he has, right? And he's looking for an outlet in order to be able to benefit from that value, because a lot of people love to do things, right, but they can't make any money at it, and so they get stuck doing something they don't want to do, right? And they still think that they're contributing value because they're talking to their buddies at lunch about their niche or about their value, right? So not only is it important to find your niche, not only is it super important to really discover what it is that you're good at, and you're going to ask questions and find out over time what you're good at, right? But if you talk to people that know how to get you there, you'll find your niche sooner. You'll find your value sooner. You'll be able to share your value quicker with more people, right? Why are we telling you all this? Well, we are talking about making money with your value. We're talking about making money off of your value. People go online all the time and they search for answers to questions. Don't you think that you can help a lot of people out there? Well, if you're sitting on your couch, you're not helping anybody, right? If you're going to a job that you are not caring about, or if you're going to a job that that doesn't have your value or is sharing your life, if you're going to a job that you're paying somebody else's mortgage on, your boss's mortgage, you know, how much value is that? Because at the end of the day, you forget your value when you're stuck in that mindset. So the point is that you need to just find your value, find your niche, believe in yourself, because we believe in you, right? Because we're all the same here. You know, even though we're across country, Maros is in Germany, Teresa and I are in the States, it doesn't make a difference. You can be anywhere in this world because you're the same as us and we're the same as you. We have the same value as you. We just have a tool now that is allowing us to profit from it, and not only profit from it, actually teach people and share more people our value, more people that want to hear about us, more people that want to hear about what a triathlon's life is all about. I'm actually a dog trainer. And it's really funny because I'm not going to take up too much more time here, but I'm a dog trainer. So people say, do you network market? I say, yes. They say, what do you do? I say, I'm a dog trainer. They say, yeah, but do you network market? I say, yes. They say, what do you do? I say, I'm a dog trainer. They say, yeah, but do you network market? Do you see what I'm saying? They don't understand what network marketing is these days because they're listening to antiquated information from people that are not making any money. They're listening to old school techniques. If you have a lot of value and you're seeking to share that value, you need to find an outlet that you're able to not only share it, but you're able to share it with a lot of people because your time is short. We only have 24 hours in a day, and God knows how long we're going to be here. We don't. So if you want to share your value, and you want to make money doing it, and you want to feel good about yourself, and you want to control your own day and pay your own mortgage with your own time, and learn how to not only make your money work for you, but make your money work for you residually, make your money make you more money, make your money buy things, make your money buy you a new car, make your money pay your mortgage, make your money make you money, right? And so that's really all I have to say, because honestly, the bottom line is that you're either working hard or you're working smart. And if you're working for somebody else, then you're working hard. Your value is more important than that. Your value needs to be shared. I want to hear your value. I want to learn more things because I like to think of myself as an athletic person. By no means am I a triathlon, okay? But I'd like to find out information. Maybe I can learn something about a diet. Maybe I can learn something about whatever information I want to know that a triathlon would know. Or whatever information that I would know that Teresa has many skills, many skills. She can put together websites. She can design stuff. She knows coding. There's a lot of tremendous value that Teresa has, right? So I actually get a lot of information and a lot of guidance and help from Teresa, right? And if Teresa wasn't here, if Teresa didn't find this platform, right, to be able to share, instead of 3 people out of 100 that liked her value, she's talking to 100 people and sharing her value with 97 people that want to hear it. Do you see the power of that? That's why we control our own time. That's why we don't necessarily have to worry about what somebody else wants. We can concentrate on what we want. We can concentrate on what our value is, and we can build on that value. How many people look back and say, oh, if only I knew that information back then. If only I just took a chance and I just did that. Stop being scared, okay? Because you're only scared because you're questioning yourself because you don't know your true worth. You're only scared because you're questioning yourself because you don't have the capabilities in your mind to understand the value that you're worth. Because you are worth a tremendous amount of money. You are worth a tremendous amount of time. And you need to devote and dedicate that to yourself, to your future, so that you and your family can continue to grow and share that with other people instead of being stuck in this rut, this daily grind, this 9 to 5, working on other people's time. And it's as simple as that, man. So I hope that you guys understood some of the information that I shared with you right now about trying to find your niche. And then once you find your niche, don't share it with people who aren't interested in it. You can get free blogs. You can get free sites out there that will allow you to share your information, but who's looking at it, right? Are you making any money off of it? Are you doing any research? Are you measuring yourself? Are you trying to find am I in the right place to share my value? I'm a dog trainer. Am I going to go to a triathlon event and talk about dogs? Well, actually, I probably could, because a lot of triathletes have dogs, you know. But if you think about your niche, you can actually take your value and just give it to everybody. Like I said before, people don't understand how I market being a dog trainer. How is that possible? They don't even understand it, right? And so people, no matter what niche you belong in, and I just one more minute here, no matter what niche you belong to, you're probably actually looking at just that area to talk to people. So this platform not only teaches you how to go on the front page of Google, not only teaches you how to get your YouTube videos ranked #1, not only teaches you how to be able to monetize everything, not only teaches you how to be able to completely just evolve in your mindset on how you're capable of making money. Do you know the difference between residual income and passive income? A lot of people don't even have residual income. They don't even have passive income. They don't even know what it is. So how are you going to find out what it is if you don't talk to people? If I just touched you right now, if you don't know what residual income is, or if you don't know what passive income is, then you owe it to yourself to click the button down below, because for less than the cost of dinner, you're going to find out exactly what I'm talking about, and you're going to be included in that room in massive amounts of people with massive amounts of value. And you're going to learn how to discover not only your own value and worth, but you're going to learn how to share that and how to give it away and how to profit from it. Like, that's phenomenal if you ask me, you know? I mean, I don't understand it. I've been busting my butt for 20-something years, okay? And then I come across this platform and I took a chance, because I actually didn't even get to see as much information as you guys are seeing before I took a chance. I didn't hear anything that you guys are hearing before I took a chance. So I know you blew $25 this week. I know you blew $25 this week. So why don't you take a chance on investing in your future and click the button below and understand that what we're telling you right now is about you. It's not about us. It's not about what we're doing. It's not about our value. It's not about me being a dog trainer. It's not about Maros being a triathlon. It's not about Teresa being just a superwoman. It's not about that. It's about you. It's about you taking a chance and a risk on having a better future, having control of your future. Stop being scared. Stop watching the news and stop letting people talk down and be negative around you, because you're worth a lot more than that, and we want you here. So just click the button below, man. That's all I got to say. I love you guys. westcoastdogtrainer.net. I hope to talk to you guys. I love to share my value. I love to share my information. All my information is there. You guys can reach out to me anytime. You can text me. You can call me. You can leave a comment on my posts and tell me, what do you want to hear from me? What do you want to see from all of us? Go visit all of us. Friend us. You know, we're here for you. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Teresa,
I do want to. Yeah, Maros, I want to bring up the technical issue. Due to the time change and everything was kind of put together really fast today, I do apologize for that. The button on the page, it's not apparently functioning. I do apologize for that. Next Wednesday we'll be all up, and Maros knows what time it is now. So what time is it? Time to blog. No, it's apparently just a difference, because Maros, those of you who don't know, Maros is actually across the world in Germany, and you know, John is in California and I'm in Wisconsin. So that's one of the neat things about this, is that, you know, we are able to come together at one time. You know, right now actually for Maros, he's got some big dedication, because it's probably about, I think 2 a.m. something like that there. Pretty close.
actually, it's close to 1 a.m.
Close to 1. Okay. Well, still. Well, a lot of people are sleeping at 1 in the morning. His dedication to be here so that all of you could see us speaking is just phenomenal. And my hat's off to you, Maros, because at 1 in the morning, I don't even think my brain can think right. So you're awesome. But I do apologize for the button. Make sure that you connect with the person that invited you here today, and you know, get a chance to chat with them and speak with them through Facebook. You know, we all share public posts, so we don't, you know, hide behind a closet or anything like that. We're real people, and we all have real value to share. Okay, so the one thing that when I was putting my finger up, because John was mentioning something, is, you know, he's a dog trainer and Maros is a runner. Now, what if you could create a niche that's so unique that People who train bring their dog when they're out running. How could you solve that problem? Get your training done and make your dog keep up to pace. There's something unique right there. Everybody has something of value to offer and share. And yeah, you can bridge just about anything you like. You know, those are two things you could bridge together. You know, hey, if you're having a problem while you're doing your training, keeping your dog running behind you at your own pace, here's some things that you could do, because I can bet you there's probably some people that don't have a choice. They have to take their dog with them when they're out training or running or something like that. And so it's like an invention. I mean, sit here and think about, you know, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but think about all the unique things that people search for problems for, you know, medical stuff. I mean, you know, you get a sore in your finger or whatever, that's the first place people look is the internet. And if you're the one that comes up with the answer, you know, doctors could offer, you know, basic medical advice without getting sued or anything these days. You got to be really careful. But, you know, doctors could reach out to colleagues. I mean, what kind of value could you offer there? Maybe you're a physical therapist or a psychologist, or you have, you know, information to share on ADHD or OCD or whatever it is. You went to school for something. You were born for something. Everybody was born for something. And so this is the time for you to share what your purpose is about and to reach out to people just like you. Because whatever brought you into the, here's a great way to find your niche, and I've learned this from six-figure earners and beyond. I've been in this business for a while, but think about, if you don't really know what your niche is going to be, think about what was it that drew you into this business. Who are you as a person? What is your niche going to be? So maybe you're someone that likes to travel, you're a single mom, single dad, maybe you don't have any kids at all. Those are the people that you probably could best relate to and reach out to, right? That'd be a good place to start because you know what it's like. You know, if you're a single mom, you have 3 kids and you're working 2 jobs, how many other single moms that have 3 kids and working 2 jobs do you think that you could relate to and reach out to and make that your target market? You know, who is your ideal prospect? So that's something that you really want to think about. What drew you into it? What was your purpose that you looked at this? And it's easy to target those kind of people. So that's something that, you know, you certainly want to look at when you're thinking about who's your target market, what's your niche, and so forth.
All right, guys, fantastic tips. Thanks a lot. And yeah, I'm kind of confused. Are you, John, taking pictures of us, or?
I was. I'm sorry, man. I was, man. She was sounding good. You know, I wanted to actually just touch base real quick. She just brought up a great point. Now, I have a niche. You have a niche. We all have a niche. When we're talking, right, like-minded people, we come up with new ideas, right? And our niche, our value grows and morphs into something else, right? I mean, Henry Ford came out with the motor. The horses and carriages went away, right? And then somebody said, well, hey, you got a car, let's make a fast car. Let's make a truck now to carry stuff. Let's do this. So ideas, values, they morph, right? And I actually got a lot of value. I'm going to do a lot of different things with what you just said right now because you just like threw sparks off in my head. But that's one of the benefits. Seriously, if you go into a room of people that don't know what they're talking about, you're going to hear random information. You might learn something. You might learn something. But if you go to some place that has as much value as we're sharing with you right now, don't you think you're going to be worth or learn a lot more? Because I know that I just learned a lot right now, you know. So I hope that you guys learned as much as as much as we've just learned, as much as I've just learned. Like I said, you know, Teresa's a superwoman. I mean, she just shared some great information. I hope you guys got a lot of value from that because I know I did. So that's awesome. Thank you again.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Thanks also. And you know, I just want to add to it because I send information to my list about number one thing you need to know before starting blogging, and that's actually what we are talking about almost the whole hangout. It's about the niche, to find out, you know, what it is about. You want to talk about, to write about, you know, to go deeper. And Teresa talked a lot about this, John, as well. But I just want to stress that sometimes some people might think, okay, I don't really have anything to share, and Teresa shared already, you know, what you can do. But sometimes it's really about your struggle, about your daily life. You can also write blog posts where people can connect with you just because they are on the same page with you. Just even having struggles and not sharing any values, just because there are so many people out there who can find you have the same struggle as you. So it doesn't have to be anything that is super beneficial for folks out there. It can be just your personal life, and it can be interesting because anybody's life can be interesting for somebody who is having the same thinking as you have. So like John Curtis is certainly doing some stuff, and he's not the same as every other dog trainer. He has some specialty, some ways he likes to do his things. So, and there might be folks out there who are just looking exactly for him, so they can connect with him very easily through the blog. And the idea or the the experience he had with this, was it a salesman, right, John Curtis, who called you, if I understood correctly? If this guy was having a blog about his service and writing about this, and maybe writing about not only his service, he can have another blog about his experience as a salesman, and maybe sharing this. It's another way how to share ideas and spread his ideas, and maybe get people read his stuff. So so much powerful blogging nowadays.
Not only that, but also, I just touched base real quick, that guy that you just mentioned, the sales guy, he does the same thing 100 times. What if he recorded himself, right, and shared that value on a recording, on a video, and then put that in a blog post, and then just sent people the blog post? He can reach 3,000 people a day, right, instead of 300 people, and then he would have a lot better day, and he would save his voice, and just so many benefits.
Yes. What I actually love about blogging, also, once you have your audience, you can create any kind of product. Maybe you can create some kind of report or PDF just to help people out, and people can get on your list. You just kind of collect people's emails, and for this exchange, you give them some kind of report, maybe article, maybe some kind of help. And once you have this list, it's so much easier to get in touch with these people again, just sending emails and so on and so on. So there are many other ways, of course, how to do that, but I guess we won't talk about this today. We can do some more talking about how to monetize your blog, maybe on some other hangouts. So there are many other ways how to monetize your blog. The blog we are offering here now is something that's called Kalatu. I think we haven't mentioned it today, and it's very powerful in a way. It helps you to rank very easily. You may not know what SEO is, optimization of your web page, and so on. But it's just to put it in a simple sentence, it will help you to rank in Google search much easier than any other blogging platform out there. So I just needed to say that. I know Teresa is the technical kind of diva here. Did I say it correctly?
I'm burning up over here right now. So basically, I'm going to just cover a couple of things, because one of the biggest objections I see is people say, okay, it's a WordPress-based platform. Fine, I can go to WordPress.org. Think of the terminology. You get what you pay for. Free? Yeah, you're not in control of your content. And a lot of people say, well, this Kalatu, why should I pay $25 a month? One, you can't break it. Two, nobody's going to come out and say, well, yeah, I don't like what your content is, delete. Someone will speak to you and say, hey, maybe, obviously you don't want to be posting nudity on there or anything like that. That's kibosh. But, and you have the ability with Kalatu to back it up. Not sure if you know that, but you can back up your post. But I had someone ask me the other day, they said, okay, so what's the difference between WordPress and Kalatu? Can I back up my posts? I said, stop right there. And this was on a live webinar for Empower, who is the provider of Kalatu. I said, if you're already in the mindset that you want to know how to transfer your posts out of Kalatu, don't even sign up for Kalatu. Because if you really don't want a platform that has a very high ranking and with all the training that comes with it, don't sign up. Especially with me, because I don't want you on my team. I don't mean to be sounding stuck up or anything, but if you're someone that says, I can't, I won't, I don't want to, or you say, if I can get something for free, no, I want, on my team, I want go-getters. I want people who, you know, are willing to just step outside the comfort zone and are coachable. You know, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. All the training is there, and Kolatu is awesome. And I'll tell you from a web designer standpoint, maybe you're like, well, I know how to install my own WordPress on my own site. You know what? Once you break it, and I've got many years of experience, once you break it, you're going to wish you had a hammer and ready to beat on the computer, because you have to spend hours and hours and hours digging through the code trying to figure out where in the heck that piece of code is, or the last plugin, which is, you know, like a little add-on to your site that broke it. Where's the who done did it that broke my site and all my stuff is gone? Seriously, just pick something simple and easy. Worry about, let Kolatu worry about all the technical stuff. You know, if you can point, click, drag, and drop, it's really not that complicated. And if you want to learn Kolatu, I've actually made my own set of trainings, and you can find that on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/trkaiser1. And I have a playlist with all the Kolatu trainings to make it plain and clean and simple. So there's no excuses. And Kolatu is just, in my opinion, the best of the best. And I was able to set it up in less than an hour and get a blog post going within the same, you know, the same hour after that. You know, I'm kind of picky, so I have to have all the details and the graphics and so forth. But basically, in a nutshell, you know, it's something you can set up very, very easily. So yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah.
I was just kind of freaking out there about that. But the duplicatable part, and we have just a few minutes. John had a very good point. Okay, think about that salesman. He repeats himself 99 times a day. If I could send an email to my list, which is growing close to 1,000 now, and I could put a video in that message and say, hi, my name is Teresa. Welcome to my blog, or welcome to my list. I'm glad that you're here. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. Number one, I'm creating a relationship with people. Number two, it's done in one sitting, 5 minutes. Whereas how long would it take me to reach out to all those 1,000 people on my list and say, hey, you got a minute, hey, you got a minute? They're watching it at their convenience. Video, yeah, it's not one-on-one. I mean, you can't actually physically reach out and touch the person, but they can relate to you. They can see that you're a real person. You know, you're not, I mean, you'll never, ever see me in a stuffy suit or a dress. I don't care. I am who I am, and maybe that person will relate to you, and maybe they won't. And if they don't, that's not someone that you want, you know, in your business anyway. But duplicate yourself to save yourself time. So that one video will save me time of calling all them 1,000 people, because I don't know about you, but I certainly do not like calling my family and my friends. So how do you build your list? You get your content out there. You share it. You get people to know you through a video. And you haven't had to call grandma and grandpa and your high school friends that you haven't talked to in 20 flipping years and bother them with this. The world is a big place. Reach out and market your skills and ability and the value that you have to share through the power of blog. Sorry the button is not working today. Make sure you connect with the person who invited you to this today. Chat with them. We work on the honor system here, so we want to make sure that you're joining with that person that invited you. And I'm glad that you guys invited me today. I missed a couple of them, but I'm back.
Fantastic.
Nice. Just a quick shout out, man. I just got some great news from my buddy, man. I love this guy. He does great work, man. If you guys like fishing and you like bass fishing, you got to check him out, man. You got to go to joefish619.com, man. I love the guy. He's awesome. So check him out if you're in Cali. That's it. Just a shout out.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, John. So we can wrap it up now. Just before I finish this thing, I just want to say I'm already ranking for some long-term keywords in my niche, so I'm very, very happy about this. And there are some big sites there that I rank better than them. So it works. I'm very happy about this. And in the future Hangouts, I will share some of my rankings too, so that we have some kind of proof here as well. All right, so thanks again, John, Teresa, and sorry for the delay again. If you want to get in touch with us, you know, Teresa's website name is there, John Curtis as well, and my name is here. You can find me on Facebook. So just get in touch with us and learn what we have here, what we can offer. Have a good day, everybody, and see you on the next hangout again next week, hopefully on time, on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Ciao, ciao.